Cryptocurrencies are crashing, and one of the hardest victims of this crash has been the Terra Luna ecosystem. The Luna coin in itself has lost more than 99% of its value, leading to a lot of investors losing their life savings. In this video, we are gonna understand about the complete Luna crash, why did it happen, and more importantly, is there any chance for the Luna or the UST to recover back, and whether you should be investing in the Luna coin right now, and what is the price prediction for the Luna coin. So with that being said, welcome to Crypto Bulls Club. My name is Soham. Every day on this channel, I teach you how you can make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, and press the bell icon. Also, do not forget to join us on our Telegram channel. The link for that is given in the description below. So guys, let's jump on straight into the Terra Luna ecosystem, and let's try to understand why all of this correction happened and why the sudden crash happened for the Luna ecosystem. So as you can see right here, the Luna is up massively in the last 24 hours, of course, but a month or so back, if you just go back to the 30 days chart right here, it was trading above the $100 mark, guys. Yes, about more than $100. The all-time high for Luna is at about $119, and currently it's less than a penny, right? It has risen, but you know, it's all gone. People have lost their life savings. Now, what is exactly the reason behind it? We'll try to understand that as well. But first, apart from this Luna crash, another major event that happened on the Luna ecosystem was that the stablecoin Terra UST had depegged itself from the dollar. Now, what is the depegging means? Now, the depegging means that the Terra USD, first of all, is a stable coin, right? Which essentially means it will be pegged 1:1 to a dollar. Now, unlike some of the other stable coins like USDT, which are backed by reserve dollars, Terra USD is an algorithmic stablecoin. Now, what exactly is an algorithmic stablecoin? Let's first understand that. The algorithmic stablecoins are the ones which are backed by the on-chain algorithm that facilitates a change in the supply and demand between them and the stablecoin. In this case, it is the UST which is being backed by the Terra Luna and another cryptocurrency that props them up, right? So here you will get to understand in the case of Terra Luna as well. Now, here's an example. Algorithmic stablecoins typically rely on two tokens, right? Number one is the stablecoin and the another one is the cryptocurrency. So as I mentioned, in this case it was the UST which was backed not by the dollar but the Luna token, right? The Terra token itself. And so the algorithm or the smart contract regulates the relationship between the two. Now, cryptocurrencies, similar to all assets in the market, such as the houses or stocks, move up and down in prices depending on the market. We all know that, right? And this is due to the demand and supply in the market, right? But this also includes stable coins because they are essentially cryptocurrencies freely traded in the market. But what happens is, since the organization has enough amount of backing, the stable coin is generally pegged 1:1 with the dollar. But what causes this to remain stable? We'll try to understand that here as well. When the demand for this particular stable coin increases, people can burn this currency that is backing the stable coin. In this case, when the demand for UST rose, people burned the Luna token, and hence the value for that Luna token also rose accordingly. And also what happened was Terra was pegged accordingly as per the dollar, right? It did not went above the dollar, or might have gone about $1.01, and it came back and pegged almost again. Now, in the opposite scenario, which has happened right now, is that when it depegs and goes to the other side, goes south, then what is required is people need to mint the coin that is backing the particular stable coin. Now, in this case, what does that mean? It essentially means we are increasing the supply of the coin which is backing the stable coin. In this case, we increased the supply of the Terra Luna token so that the UST is again back to pegging with the dollar, right? Back to $1 per UST token, but that has not happened. Now, why has there been so much of an increase in the demand, right? Why Terra Luna went from about $50 or so all the way to about $120? Why was this sudden rise in the Terra Luna price apart from the market sentiments? The reason behind this was Anchor Protocol, one of the leading DeFi platforms, were actually offering 20% APY on your UST staking, right? So what does this mean? If you are staking 100 UST tokens, you will be getting a 20% interest on them. Now, this in itself sounds kind of a Ponzi. I'll not be dishonest with you here. It sounds like it is not sustainable. Okay, so therefore on the face value of it seemed that it was not sustainable. Anchor Protocol actually in March decided to decrease the interest rate to a level, and they were going to decrease it continuously at regular intervals so that the balance between the supply and the demand remains constant. But what happened on the contrary was the demand for the UST token rose even higher, right? This is one of the arguments that people have given. Apart from this, there is one argument also going around in the markets that it was actually a manipulation. Now, what had happened was Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardano, had actually blamed BlackRock and Citadel for this manipulation. Now, according to him, this is the picture that is going around in the market. I am neither with it or against it. I'm just bringing to you the perspective which is going around in the market. So let's take a look and understand what is that theory. So according to this, BlackRock and Citadel allegedly caused one of the largest crypto crash of the last few years, right? The two investors allegedly borrowed 100,000 Bitcoin from Gemini, swapped 25,000 Bitcoin into Terra USD. So with the 100,000 Bitcoin that they borrowed, they had actually converted 25,000 of them into Terra USD and called the Terra Foundation, suggesting they'd want to sell a large chunk of the BTC for the UST, right? And hinted to buy them at a discount to avoid moving the market. This was their intention. This is an allegation, mind you guys. Okay. Now, the Terra Luna agreed to buy the BTC for the UST at a discount, lowering its own UST liquidity and reserves significantly. After which, BlackRock and Citadel dumped all the UST and the BTC, causing the massive slippage and triggering a cascade of forced selling in both the assets. What were both the assets? The BTC and the Terra Luna. At the same time, this also triggered a cascade effect on withdrawal from another large crypto, the Anchor Protocol, guys, right? The Anchor Protocol token also corrected heavily, holding large quantities of Luna. The withdrawals were more than Anchor could repay, triggering a further sell-off in the Luna, thus further breaking the $1 peg of the UST and the US dollar, right? BTC is currently trading at around the $28,000 and can now be bought by BlackRock and Citadel much cheaply. They can repay their loan and pocket billions in differences. Meanwhile, over 300 billion of long positions in Luna were liquidated and wiped out of the market, and Luna tumbled from around $86 to the lows of below 1 cent as well, and this too all within one particular week. While BlackRock and Citadel have denied these claims, please understand this, they have denied. Of course they will deny, right? No one is gonna accept that they have manipulated the market, but it is very, very clear, folks. It is very, very clear that this kind of activities could only be done by large institutional investors, without which such kind of dump, such kind of crash is absolutely impossible, right? Now, my heart goes out to people who had invested in UST. For your information, I did not stake any USTs. Thankfully, I did not. I was actually speculating whether I should, looking at the higher interest rate, but then I did not, and I did not hold any Terra Luna as well at the point of crash, right? I had sold off all my cryptos, as I've told you, about 2 weeks back or so. So at the point of crash, everything just dumped, right? And Luna dumped more than 99% as well. But a clarification has come out from the founders of Terra Luna. He has tweeted series of 6 tweets. Kwon, he has clearly mentioned that he hasn't sold any of his UST or for that matter Luna as well, and apologizing for the people for all of the losses that they have incurred. And there are multiple proposals that are being proposed on that Luna community as to how they plan to take it forward as well, guys. Now let's try to understand a little more about the Terra Luna prices, right? Let's jump onto the charts and let's see. Now, for your information, no technical analysis would work here. It's all based on short-term trades. Now on our community on Telegram, I have mentioned to people that I had made some money, but to be honest with you, this is not fun time, guys, right? So let's jump on straight into the charts for Terra Luna right away. The current price of Luna is at around 0.00038 approximately. This is the 15 minutes chart, guys, right? No other chart would work essentially because of this massive dump that happened, right? This dump that happened on the 12th of May. No TA is working, but as I have mentioned multiple number of times, technical analysis is the visual or the numeric representation of human emotions. And look at this, guys. Here I am pretty much surprised, to be honest. I took some position, I think, back when Luna was around this range, around 4 zeros after the decimal point, somewhere around this time. I'm not sure, I have to check, but I am holding it still now. But look at this, guys. I plotted this Fibonacci retracement, and this is on the 15 minutes chart, and this is actually respecting each and every Fibonacci levels, right? As you can see right here, we went up to the 461.8 Fibonacci and got a sharp pullback. And where did it come down to? We came down all the way down to the 161.8 Fibonacci levels. These are the different moving averages. The green one is the 20 period, the one following that is the 30 period, and of course this is the 50 period, and this is the 100 period. So right now at the time of recording, as you can see, we came down to the 50 period, we got a bounce and closed this past 15 minutes candle on the top of the 30 period, which is pretty decent. And if you look left on the chart, this has been happening since yesterday, guys. The moving averages per se has been providing good support, and I continue to hold it here as well, right? So this is very, very important, as I'm planning to hold it. I've invested like not even 0.5% of my portfolio. I am looking to ride it. Let's see what happens. If it goes to zero, I don't care about it. Now, whether you should be investing in Luna or UST, this is a massive question which people on our community are asking. And according to me, guys, right, only invest what you can afford to lose. And yeah, you shouldn't have invested in during this rally, which was about a couple of hours back. But if there's a pullback of some sort, then of course you can actually think again. I'm not recommending anything, guys. It's up to you whether you want to invest or not based on your capability to lose out the complete money. Invest very, very wisely, only if you agree to take that much amount of risk, right? This is absolutely gamble, guys. I do not know whether this will go to zero. Well, it did make a low of about 0.0000112, so it's up considerably. It's up from there. Now no one would have timed this market right here, but I think some of the folks had invested at around 0.00005 or so. I had invested around that range, to be honest with you. Still holding on. Let's see what happens. But for UST is currently trading at around 16 cents, guys. Okay, as you can see right here, it's around 16 cents. And should you be investing? I strongly believe, again, none of this is financial advice, please understand, and please invest at your own risk, but I strongly believe in a couple of weeks, right, even if Luna dies down or goes down to zero, UST has all the possibilities that it can actually go back to its peg, right? That's a possibility. Again, none of this is financial advice. Of course, it went all the way to 8 cents. From there, it's up. If you can see right here, if I go to the 7-day chart right here, you will be able to see it very, very clearly, right? It went all the way to about 8 cents or so. To be honest, guys, I think this has possibility about 5x from here, but I'll not recommend anyone doing it, right, guys? Only if you are willing to lose out, that you can invest. Also, some bad news came along the way from the Terra ecosystem as well. As you can know, the Terra blockchain was officially halted at the particular block, and this was done for the second time in the day, and this was precisely because the Luna had crashed and they were looking for a plan to reconstitute it, to be very, very honest with you guys. That's what they have mentioned clearly on this. One is an article on CoinCora. By the way guys, if you want to read in detail about the crash that happened, you can go onto our website cryptobullsclub.com. This is a this is the website. You will find the link in the description below. This is a detailed article on the Luna UST and will it ever recover again or not. For me personally, I think there's 10% chance, 15% chance it may recover, but in the past also algorithmic stablecoins are very, very risky guys. Okay, and also because of this UST crash, people were also speaking about a crash in other stablecoins like USDT as well. For your information, from a disclaimer side, I do not hold any USDT. I have converted all my USDT into USDC. But will the USDT crash or not? That's an upcoming video you will see very, very soon on our channel as well guys, right? So with that being said, there's one more question which people are asking: will Luna go back to $1? Now this is something I have been getting a lot, right? I personally feel with the current supply, right, there is absolutely no chance in hell it's going to $1 again, right? If there's a massive burn, then we can think of, okay, that Luna can go back to $1. But the best case scenario for me is that it could go to 0.001, right? Why is that? Because look at this current market cap. It's at around $2.6 billion, and I think it can enter the top 10 cryptocurrencies and with a market cap of about $12 billion or so. So with that being said, I think it has the possibility to go to about 0.001. Always look at the market cap guys. That gives you a lot of clarity, right? So do let me know by commenting below if you're holding any of the Luna, right? If you bought any Luna during the dump. I have bought very, very less amount, and I'll recommend you, if you are thinking of investing, invest very, very less amount guys, right? Extremely important. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This was a comprehensive video that we thought will make about the Luna ecosystem and the crash. A lot has happened for the last couple of days. My heart goes out to the people who have lost their everything, but you need to hold on guys, right? Nothing is done forever, and I personally believe crypto is here to stay. And yeah, very soon there will be an update on the technical analysis side of Bitcoin as well. So stay tuned, stay happy, take very good care of yourself. Thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.